Hey guys, it's Lola. Welcome to Youth News. I'm here with Tolu today.
Hey.
And my good friend Jada.
Hey.
So I know most of you guys have heard about Cameron Herron. And here's a few photos of the crime scene and the victims. He's been sentenced to 24 years for racing on Bayshore Boulevard. He ended up killing a mother and a child. What do you guys think about that?
It's truly just something tragic. Any kind of loss of life is really tragic. I was reading about the details in the news, and they clocked his car at about 102.
Yep.
It was a new car. He was with his friend at the time, and it's just really unfortunate to see, and just a really violent thing that has happened.
Absolutely.
And like, it's just sad that, what was the speed limit in that zone? I heard it was like really, really low.
Bayshore right now is usually like 30 to 40 because this
And
could be the,
102.
I mean, that could be the speed because of this incident. But yes.
But 102. Why are you going 102?
It's the severity of it too, because I know a lot of people are talking about right now, going on with the hashtag, that because he is so young, he's about what, 17, 18?
He actually was 17, 18 in the time.
17, 18 at the time, that they're like, this sentence is, it's too much, like it's a lot.
Inhumane in a sense.
I mean, if you also look from the minimum is 18 and the highest is 30, so he's
Right.
kind of like in the middle. I feel like with how violent it was, how over the speed limit he was, the sentence, though large, is not it's not as big as people are making it out to be in certain, but I can see where other people are coming from, where he's such a young kid and it's such a long time he's gonna be there, but
Funny enough, when I was watching the case, the judge actually gave him that much just because they went through his car records and they showed in the court case multiple moments, like time stamps and areas he was at where he was going nothing less than 90 miles an hour.
oh my goodness.
Mind you, he doesn't have a record, but you know, the judge did say that if you are able to constantly drive this fast at all times, that's exactly why he was like, I'm probably going to give you more than a few years. You're going to get 24. And I mean, I feel bad for Cameron, don't get me wrong, but when you look at it from a victim's aspect, that husband only had his wife and that daughter. And you took that from him because you carelessly wanted to race with your friend on a road that was not safe enough to do that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's, first of all, the racing in populated areas is just plain, it's just not smart.
It's not.
You know?
Right.
No.
It's not
Absolutely.
smart. And like you guys said, he's 17?
Yeah, he was 17 when he was
17 when he committed
and
it.
now he's 18.
And now he's 18. Well, don't hate me, but I think he should be tried as an adult. Like, I think at that age, you're smart enough to know right from wrong.
Yeah.
17, 18, you're smart enough to know right from wrong. And you know you had no business going over 100 miles in a populated area that the speed limit is about 30 to 40 miles per hour. Now you've took the life of a mother who had so much life ahead of her,
Yep.
a baby that has barely started life.
Wow.
You've broken the lives, you've ruined the lives of numerous people, friends, families, everybody in their life because you wanted to have fun. And now everybody's sitting here saying like, oh, well, he was young. The baby was young.
The baby was
The
very
mother
young.
was young.
Right.
It's that carelessness too of when you think about it. Because I
Yeah.
remember when the hashtag was going on TikTok, the big thing that people were saying he was innocent, not because of like records or anything, they just kind of thought he was cute. They saw him like in the mask, they saw it, and he was like, no, but he's so young, he's such a young like little boy. Like they were kind of like weirdly infantilizing
Yeah.
him, and they were like, no, we should free him, like he's so pretty, and it's like that has nothing to do with it
Right.
at all.
Right.
I would tell them, go cry about it. Just like these families have to go cry to somebody else that cares. Because it's not fair to a family that has to suffer. And from what I heard, like, you know, death is something it's like the longevity of the pain, it doesn't go away.
Right.
And now you left people alone, people with a hole in their heart
Oh yeah.
because you wanted to race. I've never understood, like, I just cannot understand people's carelessness with stuff like that.
Mind you, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Mind you, currently, after he was sentenced last year, him and his lawyer are trying to, I don't know what they call it, but they're basically trying to say that the judge overused his power. Mind you, it took Actually, he was 18 at the time, and now he's, I think, like 23. But it took them like 3 years, I think, in between to actually give a verdict. So to me, I feel like for you to turn around and say the judge overused his power, the judge pushed your case for 3 years. The judge was honestly distraught. He did not know what to do because yes, Cameron was very young. He was 18 at the time, and people do reckless stuff all the time. People do worse things at the age of 18.
Definitely.
But for you to turn around and say that he overused his power, and you shouldn't have gotten 24 years, and I'm not anyone to judge. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think to turn around and try to charge or trial that same judge is not, I don't think that's okay.
So
Definitely not.
Cameron got sentenced, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
24 years.
Yes, 9 count for the mom, and I
That's
think
wild.
like maybe the rest for the baby.
You know why that's crazy to me? Because that is still less than life. Life,
That's
so
still less than
life
life.
in prison is, if I'm correct, I think it's like 25 or 30 years.
It's around 30 years.
And then you're eligible for parole after those 30 years. He killed a baby and he killed a mother, and he still didn't get life. He killed 2 lives and still didn't even get the amount of 1.
That's the part that's got me about this too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, yes, it's a very big sentence, but when you compare it to the loss that's going to be for those victims, he will be able to get out in 24 years. He'll be
Walk around, live his life.
That father, unfortunately, will not have back his wife, will not have back his daughter, and will never, even this sentence is not even going to be able to do anything to assuage him. And it really is just like a catch-22 where it's like, yes, he was young at the time, but look at how much has been lost because of his reckless action.
Right.
And what's
absolutely.
so sad is that in those 24 years, that baby could have accomplished a lot. That baby could have established a life. That mother could have been with the baby, establishing a better life. They could have had the husband and the wife could have had a bigger family. Like, it's just so much. It's so many things to factor in to this case, and it's sad that people are actually trying to sit there and protect this. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna call him a boy. I'm going to call him a man, because if you want to do grown things and you want to do crazy things, you're gonna get treated as such.
Oh,
Right.
very
And I
much
find
so.
it very sad, like, you know, things like that happen.
Right.
So, I mean, all around, I just find it, you know, very crazy. you
Yeah,
know?
and I think that's a really good point to stop, you know? So if you guys want to go ahead and give us your opinion on this Cameron Herron case, go ahead and tag us at WatchYNN. Thank you.